Hello everyone, I'm welcome back to TechBlock. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Arlo Pro 2 security camera kit that I have right here. Now I've been using these cameras for over a month now. Thank you to Arlo for sending these out to me first of all. I appreciate it. These cameras are very unique in my opinion as they're smart, and you'll know that I do like smart home tech, and these cameras right here have quite a few interesting features that I want to cover in this video. So one of them that I really like is the fact that you can actually view what's going on your cameras through your Amazon Echo, but that only works if of course your Amazon Echo has a screen, so like an Amazon Echo Spot or an Amazon Echo Show. Both of those devices, if you just ask your Amazon Echo to, view like hallway camera, you'll get a live view within seconds of what's going on that camera. Alternatively, you can view what's going on these cameras via your computer if you want, or even an app on your phone through the Arlo app that's free to download on both iOS and Android. And what's also pretty cool about these cameras is that they work with if this then that. So you can set up some pretty cool smart home functions via these cameras, and you can trigger events to happen in your home through if this then that. So what you could do, for example, is you could set a camera up like in your room, and if any motion is detected, the camera will be triggered, and then through if this then that can turn on a light, that can turn off a light. It can do a whole range of smart home things simply because it supports if this then that. So any motion triggered by this, any audio triggered by this, that can trigger an event to happen in your home. On top of that, these cameras do come with a microphone and a speaker built into them, so they have a two-way audio. So what you could do with that feature is you could mount one of these cameras outside, for example, pointing at your front door. So let's say if anyone comes near your front door, you get a notification on your phone saying, hey, motion has been detected by camera 1, for example. Then you can immediately jump onto the Arlo app and have a live feed on what's going on camera 1. Now let's say it's a delivery guy and you're not home. So what you could do is you could use the two-way audio feature to tell the delivery guy through the camera to just like leave the package in front of the door. Don't take it back home with him, as then you might have to wait a couple more days to get your package re-delivered again. So instead you can just tell him via the two-way audio feature, just like, hey dude, leave the package in front of the door, it's all good. Like you could have a conversation with anyone near these cameras. And the way I've currently got my cameras configured is they will only begin recording if audio or motion is detected by either of them. You can of course set both of these cameras to 24/7 recording mode. However, you would have to pay a monthly subscription for that, as all the footage would be uploaded to the cloud all the time, and you'd also have to set the camera to wide mode so it doesn't run out of battery. Now, as I said, all the footage that is recorded on these cameras is uploaded to the cloud, so you can access it on your phone or wherever you are. But you can also back up the footage locally via something like a USB drive. So you could plug the USB drive into the back of the Arlo base station here. So you have two USB ports, and you could plug in either an external hard drive or just a small USB drive like this. You could plug it into the back of the Arlo, and any footage that is recorded will now be backed up locally on that USB drive. Now, in order for these cameras to actually work, you do need to connect them to the previously mentioned Arlo base station. Now, at the back of the base station, you have a power port, an Ethernet port, and two USB ports that can be used for local storage. You'd simply plug an Ethernet cable into the Ethernet port here, and then plug that cable into the back of your router. Now, the Arlo base station also doubles as a smart siren. So there's a 100 decibel siren that I read on forums may even cause like hearing damage if it goes off. So hopefully you wouldn't be home if you'd set the alarm off, but apparently it's extremely loud and could maybe cause hearing damage. Not entirely sure if that is actually true, but that's just what I read on a few forums. I've never actually tried the alarm myself, and hopefully I don't have to try it. But from what I heard, it's extremely loud. At the top of the Arlo hub, we also have like a sync button that you use to actually sync the cameras to the hub. And the same button also doubles as the siren off button. So just in case you actually do turn on the siren, you can quickly press this button and turn the siren off. But to actually turn the siren on, you do have to go into the Arlo app, manually scroll down and press the alarm button at the very top of your screen to actually trigger the siren. Now, what exactly do you get when you buy one of these kits? Well, you get two cameras, two rechargeable batteries, you get the Arlo base station, an Ethernet cable, a power cable for the base station, a camera power adapter, a camera power cable, a quick start guide, an Arlo video monitoring and progress sticker that you can stick onto your door, your window, wherever you want really. You also get two of these magnetic wall mounts and a wall mounting kit. The magnetic wall mounts are really good. It makes it really easy to position this camera wherever you want really, as the magnetic wall mount it works just like that. This will stick onto the back of the camera, and you can use the wall mounting kit to screw the wall mount onto an actual wall, or you can do what I did and use a bunch of 3M sticky pads to stick onto the back of the actual wall mount and then just stick the wall mount onto the wall. I think that's a much easier way to actually stick the camera onto the wall instead of like drilling a hole in, using screws. Just use some sticky pads instead. Setting up one of these cameras is also super easy. All you have to do is open up the latch at the back of the camera here by pressing and holding the little button there, and this will pop out. Then grab your Arlo rechargeable battery, pop that in the back here, just like that. Close this, jump onto the Arlo app, press on Add Device right here, then select Arlo Wire Free, select our hub, sync one camera at a time. Do not take the batteries out during this process. So bring your Arlo wire-free camera within 1 to 3 feet of the Arlo base station. The Arlo base station is literally right next to the camera. So we can press continue. How to sync? Well, you have to press the sync button on the camera and the base station. There we go, we've done that. So press and hold the sync button on your camera for 2 seconds, then release. A blue light will begin to blink for 10 seconds for a successful sync. Yep, the blue light is blinking. Repeat the process if you have additional cameras. Well, we don't. So that should have added an extra camera for us. There we go, bedroom. Right, so both of these cameras are now set up. So we have camera 1 and camera 2. Now for camera 1, we can go into settings and configure a whole bunch of stuff. So as we can see here, the battery is currently at 96%, and that's because it's currently charging. The cameras charge via micro USB and they don't take long at all to charge. And their battery life, in my experience, hasn't been too bad. I have them for over a month now, and I only had to charge them once, and that was only a few days ago. And the charging time was very, very quick. So if we hop onto video settings here, we can configure a whole bunch of stuff. We can enable night vision on the camera so that it can see in the dark. And the night vision is actually surprisingly good. We can also create motion detection zones. So if we press on create zone, we can set a specific zone on the actual camera. So if any motion is detected in that zone, you'll get a notification on your phone, for example. So you can have a total of 3 zones, I believe. So we can have one zone here, one zone where my monitors are. Then we can have a third zone on the table here. And there you go, it's set up all 3 zones here. We have zone 1, zone 2, and then zone 3. But the motion detection zone feature is only available if you have your camera plugged in. The only way you can get it to work in wireless mode is if you pay a monthly subscription for the Arlo Smart service. Scrolling down here, we also have a bunch of configuration for power management. So we have one for best battery life, optimized, and then best video. I've currently got mine set to best video. Jumping into audio settings, we have microphone, speaker, and then the speaker volume on the camera. If we hop onto the library tab, we can see all the footage that the camera has recorded today, as well as the last 7 days, as I'm currently on the basic subscription that you get for free. So you have 7 days of cloud storage for all your videos, and you can download any one of these videos within a few seconds. And then if we hop onto the mode tab, we can really customize a lot of things about these cameras. So if we press on add mode, let's name this one Mode 2, for example. Press on next. Select the device that you want to use this rule for. Let's select camera 1. How would you like camera 1 to activate? Via motion or audio? Now you can select both or either one of these. I'm going to select both. Now you can also set the motion sensitivity on the camera, so you can configure this whatever way you like. So let's set it to 72, and then the audio detection sensitivity as well for the microphone. Let's set this to a 2. Alright, so when camera 1 detects motion or audio, it'll record video. Correct? When motion is detected or audio is detected from camera 1, what would you like to do? Record video. And then how long do you want to record for? Now you can set this to until activity stops, up to 300 seconds, or you can record for a fixed length of time, and you can set this as low as 10 seconds all the way up to 2 minutes. When camera 1 detects motion or audio, it'll record video. How would you like to be notified of this? So whenever there's any motion or audio detected, you can choose to be notified via a push notification on your phone, or even an email alert as well. Then if we press next, we can type in our emails here. So there's my email there. Now you can also type in multiple emails if you want to. And there we go. We've set up a mode, and it's basically like an if this then that function almost. Just setting all of this up is super easy. You can even add a second device, camera 2. Let's do that. Let's do the exact same settings. Yeah, motion detected, save. There we go, we've got mode 2. Now whenever both these cameras detect any motion, they'll begin recording, so motion is detected on camera 1 there. When it comes to watching a live feed and what's going on these cameras, you can watch it on your desktop, on the Arlo app, as well as on your Amazon Echo. So I've got my Amazon Echo right here, the view bedroom camera.
Okay.
Then waiting for Arlo, and within a few seconds, we'll see a live feed of what's going on the bedroom camera. Oh, and we also have audio. Jesus Christ, now on your Amazon Echo, you can also adjust the view. You can watch and download all the footage that these cameras have recorded on either the Arlo app or you can go onto the Arlo website and watch them on your PC if you want to. My experience with these cameras has been really good over the past month that I've used them. The cameras are always recording whenever motion is detected, so every single time I walk into my house, I get a notification on my phone like saying motion has been detected, dude. You can also set up schedules on these cameras, so let's say during like 9 AM to 10 PM, you can tell the camera to not record anything and not look for motion or audio. And there's also a geofencing mode that you can use simultaneously with the scheduling mode, so whenever you leave your home, your cameras can automatically set themselves to armed mode. So if any motion or audio is detected, they'll begin recording if you're not home. But the moment you get home, you can tell the cameras to automatically disarm themselves, so they're not going to like send you notifications every couple of seconds whenever there's any activity in your home. So when you're home, you can set the cameras to automatically turn themselves off, and when you leave your house, they can turn on. So the scheduling and geofencing modes that are in these cameras, I use all the time myself, and the geofencing mode is probably my favorite, as that means you don't always have to be in the app setting the cameras to either be armed or disarmed. Instead, it all happens automatically. So overall, my experience with these cameras has been really good. The video quality on these cameras is fantastic in my opinion. They're 1080p and the field of view is 130 degrees. So whether the camera's in night vision mode or it's recording during the daytime, the video quality is always really good. The only real issue with these cameras, I guess, is that they're very expensive. And on top of that, if you want to get the most out of the cameras, get 24/7 recording modes and just a whole bunch of other features, you will have to upgrade to one of Arlo's monthly subscription services. However, that is completely optional. All of the extras that you can pay for monthly are completely optional. You don't have to pay for them if you don't want to. I've been on the free package that gives you 7 days of rolling cloud recording and I believe support for up to 5 cameras. So I have 2 here and I feel like there's no real need for me to upgrade. Arlo does have a service called Arlo Smart that is currently only available in the US, and the features that you get with that are actually really useful. You get significantly improved notifications, motion activity zones, even if the cameras are in wireless mode, and a whole bunch of other features as well, only for I think a fee of like $10 a month. So it's not too bad and you do get a much better experience I think with those cameras. Unfortunately though, that service is only available in the US at the moment and they're planning to roll it out to other countries in the near future. Anyway, that has been my experience with the Arlo Pro 2 security camera kit. Thank you very much for watching as always and I hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.